Next, we're going to factor trinomials when a is greater than 1. The first step you're going to do in this case is multiply a to c. So 2 times negative 6 will give you your negative 12. Our new expression will be x squared plus x minus 12. Then you're going to factor. So what multiplies to c and adds to b? In this case, your c value is negative 12. So your factors are negative 1 and 12, negative 2 and 6, and negative 3 and 4. Since your b value is positive 1, the bigger factor will be positive and the smaller factor will be negative. Next, we're going to add our factors together. Negative 1 plus 12 gives us 11, negative 2 plus 6 gives us 4, and negative 3 plus 4 is 1. 1 is indeed our b value, so we are going to use the factors of negative 3 and positive 4. The next step you're going to do is put a back into your expression. So now our new expression in factored form is 2x minus 3 times 2x plus 4. The last step will be to divide out the GCF. The GCF of your first term, 2x minus 3, is 1. So that expression does not change. The GCF of the second expression, 2x plus 4, is 2. So we're going to divide out 2 to get x plus 2. So our final expression in factored form is 2x minus 3 times x plus 2. Let's look at the same expression, 2x squared plus x minus 6, but factored using a table. So the first thing we're going to do is separate the table into 4 parts. A, 2 boxes for B, and C. Here we know our A value is 2x squared, and our C value is negative 6. Same thing as the previous method, you are going to multiply A to C to get negative 12, and then figure out what terms or what factors multiply to C and adds to B. Since we already found our factors, we know that we will be using negative 3 and positive 4. Since negative 3 and negative 6 have a GCF, we are going to pair our negative 3x with our negative 6 and our positive 4x with 2x squared. Next, we find the GCF of each row. The GCF of 2x squared and 4x is 2x, and the GCF of negative 3x and negative 6 is negative 3. Remember, if your leading coefficient is a negative, your GCF will also be negative. Next, you're going to figure out what multiplies to the GCF to get each term. 2x times what will give you 2x squared, and in this case it is x. To double check your work, you know that negative 3 times x gives you negative 3x. Now let's look at what does 2x multiply by to get 4x, and that is 2. Double check, negative 3 times 2 does give you negative 6. So now we group, and our final expression in factored form will be 2x minus 3 times x plus 2. And that covers trinomials when a is greater than 1.